Let's check in with the Better Business Bureau, find out what is happening. And there are some scams that are out there that we have to worry about as well. Alex Guardiola is here from the Better Business Bureau to bring us up to date. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Hank. How are you?
Hi, good. What's happening with the BBB, and what are some things that we might want to watch out for?
Yeah, as kind of continue on with working on getting up to speed on everything. It's been really great to kind of work with our businesses in the area and in Western Mass, and really just trying to make sure that we are still keeping on top of the scams for both our businesses and our consumers. So really just want to make sure everybody has some good information to be able to kind of protect themselves. All
right, so as president and CEO of the Better Business Bureau, that is a lot of businesses that you have to get to know and in touch with. Just quickly, you've told us this in the past, but the BBB right here in central New England, it covers a huge area.
Yeah, a really large area, Western, Central Mass to Western Mass and Northern Connecticut. 225 communities all the way out to the upstate New York border. So really, a lot of good folks that really want to be good businesses and make sure they're trustworthy businesses to get that respect. But honestly, they really do work hard, and unfortunately, there are some folks out there who don't have the same credibility or don't want to be and want to kind of take your money away from you. So or take your personal history. So we really want to make sure that we keep everybody up to speed on these things.
All right, Alex, bring us up to date on some things we got to watch out for.
Yeah, so the continuing kind of theme is social media. Unfortunately, there's always new scams coming out on that front, and I always make this kind of comparison. It's like I'm gonna get nerdy for you, but when you talk about like Hydra, they say you cut one head off, they're gonna grow two more. So you have to really be ahead of the curve. And the big one we're really focusing on currently is the new Facebook phishing scams that continue to scare page owners into sharing their passwords. How these really work is you receive an email that comes from a Facebook friend or says something like, recently we discovered a breach of our Facebook community standards on your page. Your page has been disabled for violating Facebook terms. If you believe this decision is incorrect, you can request a review and file an appeal with a link below. Then they give you a link, right? Because you didn't do anything wrong. You feel that you should not be blocked or disabled. So you go in and you click on this link, and then they say, okay, well, let's create your password. What's your old password? Let's create a new one. Make sure that you're okay. And unfortunately, that scam is really just trying to get your password. Once they get your password, they lock you out. And from there, it gets really difficult to get your page back. And now they become your personality, and they try to convince others to do the same. Because if I get a Facebook message from Hank Stolz and says, hey, listen, will you follow me on this page, or will you help me? Of course, I'm going to click on it, right? Because I trust Hank Stolz. And unfortunately, it just continues a rolling pattern. So.
Right. That is so dangerous. And sometimes you can tell because things are so out of character. Other times you may not be able to tell.
Yeah, so we give some tips on how to avoid these phishing scams. So again, do not panic. You don't have to rush on these things. Always read suspicious emails carefully. Look for signs of the scam before you act. Remember that scammers love to target social media accounts, so fake alerts aren't uncommon. Verify the claims. Log into your Facebook account directly to verify that there's a problem before deciding how to proceed. Always log into your account directly. Even if you think there's an alert that's authentic, use the social media app to log in or enter the URL in the browser by typing it in, not clicking the link itself. Guard your login credentials carefully. Never enter your login information on a third-party website or a page that the official Facebook website doesn't, concur with. Never send your login information to someone via email or Facebook Messenger. If you entered your login credential into a fake form, change your password immediately. So those are the small tips that we continue to kind of highlight, because it's not just targeting, mom and pops or our aging community. They're targeting businesses and employees. They're targeting college students. They want to get your information. So it's really important to stay on top of it.
And it is things that will scare you. It is things that actually make a sense. This isn't where, it used to be, boy, how could anybody fall for that? But when you get something like you started with, Alex, where somebody's saying, hey, you breached our Facebook community standards, and you got to, we hear about that. We hear about, I've heard that's happened to people or whatever, and you think that it is legit.
Yeah, and as we continue to rely on social media for all types of things, communication, marketplace, our news, all these things that we say, okay, this looks legitimate. How do I continue to move forward there? So ironically, last Thursday, which is the first Thursday of every May, is National Password Day. And, we really, at the BBB, really do try to promote this for password awareness. We continue to say that, hey, you should be changing your password on a regular basis. Do not use something that's personally identifiable. Of course, they have the top, passwords that are by far the worst you can do. and if you are one of these folks, don't take offense, but it's time to pay attention. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the number one. Do not use that one. Any ones with continuous numbers, something that has your name in it. That's people could say, hey, let me keep on trying different things. We always recommend that we use passphrases, but with different numbers in there. So if you say, one snow, don't type out one snow, do maybe one snow day, right? Or something to that effect with different, different letters in between that you can recognize, maybe some capitalizations in between. Again, you have to be vigilant because they're going to continue to come at you.
Absolutely. Alex Guardiola. Alex, thank you very much. People want to find out more. What's the best way for them to follow what's happening at the BBB?
Yeah, bbb.org. We have everything up there, your contact information. You call us, we will have somebody on the other line. We're not a robot over there, so we're not scamming you.
I love it. Alex Guardiola, thanks for stopping in.
Thank you.
We have more to come. It is the Talk of the Commonwealth on the Radio Worcester Network.